the Kentuckian here with you from DEADPIT Radio, DEADPIT.com, coming at you with another review this week. This time is a very interesting one because this was a movie that was never in my collection. Over the years, many titles have kind of come and gone in the collection. There's many movies that I've obtained that I ended up not needing, not wanting. But this was one that I always wanted to get. I have fond memories of this movie as a young kid, and it had been many years since I'd seen it, so the thought was going in my head, okay, I want to check this out for the first time in probably 20 years or longer, and will it hold up, right? Because a lot of the times, you're a younger viewer, some stuff that you appreciate as a kid, watching it at 40 years old is like, what in the hell was I thinking? This is from 1988, directed by Sandor Stern. It's a Canadian horror movie, and this one's based off of a 1981 novel from Andrew Niederman, which a lot of people are more familiar, I think, with the novel called Pen rather than the movie. But this is a movie, guys, that has been out of print for over 20 years. Anchor Bay Entertainment did a DVD version of this in the United States. And here in the U.S., that's the last one that came out. And that was in the year like 2000, 2001. So it's been many years since anyone has had the chance to check this thing out, unless you wanted to pay big bucks. You know, the Anchor Bay disc is on eBay for $50, $60. You can pick it up. But thankfully, our German brethren, WMM and Film Mode Entertainment over in Germany, have recently released this edition on Blu-ray. And a lot of people are kind of interested. Now, this is the first one that came out. There's another one from the same company that's coming out in a media book format with different artwork. More than likely, it has like a book in German inside of it that you won't be able to read unless you take photos and upload it to Google Translator, which you can do that. But this is kind of the basic bitch version of Pen, which I just wanted the movie. I was excited to check out the movie. This was like $25 on OrbitDVD.com. And actually, if you go on OrbitDVD.com as well, they have copies of our documentary Into the Pit, The Shocking Story of DEADPIT.com for only $12.99. So you can add it to your order if you pick up Pen, which I don't know if this is back in stock yet or not. They initially got about 20 copies of this, and it sold out pretty quickly. But I'm sure they'll be getting more in. Anywho, enough mumbo-jumbo about the history of us and the movie. Let's talk about the movie. In the film Pen, we follow young Leon and Ursula, brother and sister, who are brought up in a very controlling and odd household. Their mother is a clean freak. Their dad is the local doctor, and he's very odd as well. He uses an anatomy doll by the name of Pen as a kind of a prop and a way to get the kids in the community interested in coming to the doctor. You get the feeling that these are kind of spoiled, rich kids. Leon in particular, like a preppy sort that just thinks he's better than you. He's kind of like MJF. Years pass, now they're teenagers. And Leon has become crazy obsessed with his sister Ursula, very controlling. Their parents are killed in a freak car accident. And then things start getting really, really creepy. Leon brings the doll Pen into the home and becomes increasingly more controlling over his sister Ursula, especially when she brings home her new boyfriend Stan. And unfortunately, it seems to bring young Leon over the edge. So that's the setup for Pen. It's definitely more of a psychological horror movie, if you will. I really, really, really like this movie, guys. Now, is it a classic? No. But it's very entertaining. It's got some really cheesy 80s stuff in it, but it can be viewed as a serious psychological thriller type movie as well. Performances in this movie, especially the lead of Leon, played by David Hewlett, does a fantastic job of just playing a nut. As far as name actors in this, Terry O'Quinn is briefly in it as the dad, probably the first 15-20 minutes. And he also plays like a creepy fucker, which he normally does. He's normally like a great creepy dude. With Penn, it's no exception either. So this release, I know a lot of the time, some of the foreign releases, people are holding up red flags, wondering what the hell, what are we getting here? Because we had a DVD from Anchor Bay 20 years ago. Is this just, are they pulling a switcheroo here? It's on a Blu-ray, but is it a DVD transfer? No, it's actually a 1080p transfer. Is it a good one? No, it's not terrible either. There's actually two different transfers in this, which if you look on the extras, it'll give you the choice if you want to watch it in 1:85:1 widescreen or an open matte. Open matte is pretty much a square picture, which is trimmed down to make the film widescreen, is the easiest way to say it. But the interesting thing is the transfers on those were both different from what I could see. The widescreen one definitely looked cleaner, it looked more crisp, and the contrast was better and everything. But there's tons of room for improvement on the transfer of this thing. Now, aside from an archival audio commentary that was ported over from the Anchor Bay DVD with the director, there's no special features on this at all. It does have a 5.1 German track, which does me zero good, but it does have the original mono English audio on it as well. The artwork on this and everything I really liked, and I appreciate the fact that, I'll show you guys, on the original side, and I don't know what the deal is, I don't know the legalities, why they have to have these ugly fucking rating stickers on there. But yeah, they've got it on the main one, but if you flip it over, you can do without the ugly big blue ratings stickers or whatever. So I definitely appreciate that. But folks, if you're like me and you were itching to see this movie again and you're sick of waiting, there is an option out there. Like I said, Orbit DVD had this thing. If it's still out of stock, you can put your email in there and they'll notify you when it's back available. So I would definitely highly recommend you guys checking this out. Now, like I said, don't go expecting the world with this movie, but I had a lot of fun with it. Me and my wife watched it and we both liked it quite a bit. So I'm excited to see if there will be a remastered 4K edition coming out from one of these companies. I think it has to happen at some point. This movie's just too good, and it's actually based on a really, really popular novel as well, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. But guys, that is it for the review. Penn is out now. It does say it's Region B, but it did work on Region A settings in my Blu-ray player. So that is it. We will catch you guys next time over at DEADPIT.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up, subscribe, and click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last Out on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit Radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.